I just want us to reflect on a scripture here. We love this scripture so much. Yes, it's taken from the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 12 to 13. I know how to be brought low. I know how to abound in any and every circumstance. I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. That's from the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 12 and 13. Tonight, we have spoken from our hearts. I know you've had that opportunity to share your thoughts there on social media, on SMS line, on WhatsApp, what family financial planning means to you. And in the previous hour, I also shared something regarding time and money, how they interrelate and how you can tell the difference between the two. And I need to repeat that just for our sake, just to get an understanding of the same. Now, God has given us time here on earth. There's that time to be born, time to live, and there's that time to depart, to go back to our Maker. Now, the time we came to this earth, God knew when we are coming. We have lived a number of years. We know of others who have already gone before us, but there will be a time that we'll also join with the rest of our brothers and sisters. We call them the cloud of witnesses. And that time is when we don't know. It could be any time now. We don't know what time it would be. And in the in-between, we want to trust God with every resource of time that he has given us. And you know what you would call the commodity, this precious commodity we call time, is very, very precious. All right. Then number two, there is that money we earn, decent living. We work somewhere, we get that amount, or you're a business person and you get this money. Now the difference between the two. Money, you can tell the amount of money you have at a given time because you'll do your calculation. Probably a financial person will help you in that, and you will know at this point in time, this 22nd day of March, the year 2022, I have this amount of money in the bank and probably in form of assets and so on and so forth. Then for time, as I said, you don't know how much you have. And then tying them all together is that time, as the wise person has always told us, time is money. You can either choose to spend time, you can either choose to waste time, you can either choose as well to, invest time. And this life that we have been given, calls on us. The onus is on us now to make a choice to be content with what God has given us. I know you'd say, no, I have not received much. I need more. God knows what's enough for you. What's what you would call what will be enough for your day-to-day undertakings. I'm always reminded of what the children of Israel went through at that point when they were in the desert. God gave them manna, and he knew that this particular special food will be enough for them for this number of days. And once the days are gone, there's a day that you may have to pick for Sunday, that day, or you would call the day of rest. And in all this, we are reminded of this, that we need to be content. And in the successes that God has given us, the various areas that we have succeeded to get wealth, to get riches and all that, we always need to discover that it's all about him. In the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 5, we discover where God tells us to put our focus. After all has been said and done, we'll have this money, we'll have this time that God has given us, the precious commodity. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And in this counter-cultural way we see in the world, this command seems to totally ignore our earthly needs. And the tag to manage our lives, our time, and our money is strong. And after all, if we don't, somebody asks, who will? And we're called to be good stewards. I will emphasize that. That's the message I want to belabor tonight. We are called to be good stewards of all that we are given. And that stewardship is lived out in recognizing God as the source of all good gifts, taking those gifts, whether meager or much, giving thanks, and then offering those gifts in response to his prompting in our heart. And we shared in the previous hour, when a couple comes together, they are planning about their family, how it will be, the number of children they'll have, and where they want to take their children, matters health, matters investment, matters saving, and how they're going to use money on a daily basis. I want to submit to us tonight that this commodity as well, the money that God has given us, let's be good stewards of the same, having an understanding of where it comes from, how to best disburse it to the various expenses that we have, and also that element of investing and that element of saving. Because after all has been said and done, these are gifts that God has given us, and we need to be very, very wise and responsible on how we use the same.